to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will get the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
The Nittany Lions come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions are marching down the field. The give is to Smith. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Cougars offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry up. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it. High the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Making side adjustments here. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Irwin. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. He's looking downfield to throw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, a lot of space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. His drive will open from the 15. Give to the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Got it in the middle, it's Smith.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing at the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sullivan. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on. Slippery slide. Running his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect protect this lead. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Scanning the field, it's Irwin. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush and a better job forcing a turnover.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
It's complete. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break.
Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got it inside the 15. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Going to work on second down in the red zone. And still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Irwin. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And wings it incomplete.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Still running at the 40. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll run play action, using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, but who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Looking to throw, it's Irwin. Rushes on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. Push down for the tackle. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on third and short. He's got him. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Williams.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The give from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it through the air. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half.
And the Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Breaks into the open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
Makes the grab on the left. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Houston wants to play fast. Dropping back, it's Irwin. Quickly complete. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
He'll bring it out. It's Howard. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Pressure coming. Got it set up on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's second and long. Smith takes the handoff. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might be changing the route. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient. He's such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
trying to punch it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Finds some fresh air. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because
he lobs one high down the left side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Houston will be forced to punt. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give is to Smith. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Nittany Lions with a second. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Handoff from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. Quick spin on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Irwin. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Quarterback on the keeper. Sweet cut there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that now.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. Get the interception. This one's almost over.
The Nittany Lions can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback making checks. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Gives it on the option.
And I think think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.